Hello, sunshine. Thank you so much for joining Being Awesome with Yvette, where I write and share daily messages to uplift and encourage you to want to change and do the will of God to become a stronger and better version of you. If this is something you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button to be notified when I post the next message. Today, the message is practice more good. The scripture is Romans 7, verse 19. For I do not do the good that I want to do, but I practice the evil that I do not want to do. We all have mastered the things that we know are wrong and have a hard time stopping. We have to pray and ask God to help us because we're not strong enough on our own to change and admit it takes courage that we do not have right now to push ourselves to get up and stop making excuses and give us the wisdom and strength we need to do the right thing to become the person we want to be. Guys, let me tell you, this is something that I'm not struggling with as much as I used to, but I can tell you in the last year, I have worked very, very hard on becoming the person that I want to be. So my goal and my desire is to be married again. And my desire is asking God to help me become the woman that I need to become, not just for myself, but also for the man that He has for me to bring into my life. So I know for me, I have mastered it to a T. I still will argue. I still will complain. I will still say stuff like, I forgive you. But then when they do something wrong, I have a tendency sometimes to remind them. I don't do all this as much as I used to. But guys, I have become a master at it. I'm older. So this was something that I've always done. And so in the last 3 years, I decided 3 years ago, actually, something happened and I took sick and I had to have a procedure done and I had to have someone actually take care of me after the procedure. And I realized I'm single. My friends that I did have at the time, they weren't able to take off. They weren't able to go with me. And I realized, Yvette, what is it that you want? Because you're enjoying being single. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy being single. Don't regret the single days. But I had to be honest, not just with myself. I had to be honest with God and let God know. God already knew, but I wanted to say it. God, I want to be. So instead of me focusing on all of the bad in situations when I meet somebody, I tried to focus on the good things instead of focusing on the things that they did wrong. I stopped keeping a list of their wrongdoings. So because I realized something, in order for me to become a wife, I can't continue to do and act the way I was acting. Because God showed me, if you can't date someone and be committed to the process, you're not going to marry them and be committed to the relationship. I said it. Yes. So many of us have that all wrong. We think that you don't become a wife until you're married. No. If you're dating someone and you can't go through the ups and downs, you're not going to be able to be married and go through the ups and downs. So I was practicing all the things that I knew were wrong because I was constantly going, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, da, 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 da. But the truth of the matter is, guys, in order for us to become or have the things that we want, we got to change. I do. Let's talk about me. I have to change. I can no longer continue to be the person that I used to be. I can no longer bring that into a marriage if that's not what I wanted. And I did not want that. But if I can't date someone and go through the process of learning and dating, and going through the ups and downs. Because they say you should never, for me, I don't want to marry somebody that I've never had an argument with. I don't want to marry someone and go through a struggle. I want to do this while we're dating, because that is part of dating. I want to know, and to me, that's God's way of knowing too. How committed am I to the relationship? How committed is he to me? So if we can't go through something, talk it out, figure it out to get over it, why would I want to marry him and think that when something happens, he's going to be there? That's not how that works. I did not want to be the woman I used to be. I wanted to become the new version of Yvette, the one that I've been working on so hard. So guys, we have to admit we're not strong, because we're so used to doing the old. We're so used to running our mouth. We're so used to, telling someone what they do, arguing with them. We're so used to that. Come on now, don't act like I'm the only one. But then again, I could be the only one. I want to truly forgive someone. I want to truly forgive and not keep bringing up what they did, how they did it, when they did it. I really and truthfully want to do that. So guys, I want to get away from doing the things I used to do that was not right. That's not healthy for no relationship, because I can't expect someone to give me something and I'm not giving them. So I have to decide, and I have to remind myself, two people that come together were never raised the same anyway. My raising and background was not going to be the same as the person that I'm with. That's not saying we're not like-minded. That's not saying that, we shouldn't be together because he wasn't raised the same way I was. That's not how that works. When we become adults, we make different decisions. My mom can't be married to the person, or my dad. They had to raise me. I have my relationship with God, and that is what I stand on. So come take this journey with me. Let's practice doing more good. Let's practice becoming the person that we want to be. Let's practice, if you're single, let's practice on having a relationship, building a relationship with someone. Let's practice that. Because if you're not going to be committed dating, you will never be committed married. The first minute there's a problem, we're going to run. I run now. I'm dating and I run. So, but guess what? There again, I'm running still. I got to stay still. Because guess what? I will never know who God has for me if I keep running at every little disagreement, every little argument, and every time I want to make a list. God has showed me, stop making these lists. Stop. It's okay to bring up something that's current, but I have to stop bringing up things that happened a year ago. I got to stop bringing up things that happened 6 months ago, because if I forgave them and we're moving on, let's deal with what's going on right now. I didn't tell you I got there. I'm telling you, those are things I got to work on. So come take this journey with me. Let's practice more good. Let's practice doing and becoming the person that we want to become. Let's work on that. Come take this journey with me to have a better relationship with God and ourselves, so we can become better and be better for the people that are in our life, or the person that we want to come into our life. And if you're married or you're dating, you need to find somebody that y'all can go through the ups and downs with. And it's not going to happen overnight. We got to remove the limits from God, because we're looking at somebody and saying, oh, if we're not married in a year, we're not going to be together. No, it's in God's timing. Are we going to trust God? We're going to trust ourselves, because it's God's timing. It's not our timing. Yes, I want to be married again. But if I'm dating somebody 3 or 4 years, guess what? It's not time. Is that saying that our relationship is not going to get where it needs to be? No, I don't stop rushing things. I don't stop rushing the process. Come take the journey with me. Let's take the journey to start doing more good than we are mastering the bad. Let's take that journey together. Come and join me. I have a group coming up. Email me. Go to my website, email me and let me know you're interested in the next group that I have coming up. Again, come join Being Awesome with Yvette. Please hit the subscribe button to be notified when I post the next message. Again, thank you for listening to Being Awesome with Yvette. Have an awesome day.